Hello again, YouTube, and welcome back to Scenes Memories of a Starry Sky. My name is MS-Punker1, and last video we met two of our childhood friends after they woke me up from a dream. And when I think I was lying in sleep at school. But that's whatever. After having talked to those two, we went away to go to work, since we have had to have a side work, it works out part-time or something. I met up with Jin, and we drove over to today's work site in the Gendo company car. Gendo. Sui. A company-based general store that the Izumoto family operated. Jin was one of our employees. He'd been working for Sugeno for as long as I could remember, but the exact number of years was lost on me. I was practically a member of the family at this point.
さて、頼むぜ、ジュン。仕事はまあいつものって感じだ。
That's pretty vague, isn't it?
依頼主は材木座の有働さんな。
Oh, sure. You got it. With Sugendo being a general store, it was our job to pretty much do anything and everything. It was mostly physical labor, ranging from staples like weeding and moving assistance to minor household repairs and downtown crowd control. We generally did everything. We were often asked to perform a wide variety of odd one-off jobs for local residents. But there were some exceptions with our regular customers needing the usual. It was great and all, but I wasn't an official Sugendo employee. I was in my third year of university, so my primary occupation was that of a student. Although I was a member of the family, I only worked part-time.
しかし晴れてくれてよかったぜ。この仕事は雨じゃ厳しいからな。
Jin was right. You could work through this particular job with ease under the clear skies. With Jin at the steering wheel, I was left to rock to the car's oscillations in the passenger seat. Lack of sleep and steady rocking of the vehicle almost made it feel like an adult-sized cradle. I couldn't afford to doze off. You got a job to do, me.
しかし、遅刻なんて順らしくないな。俺じゃあるまいし。
Jin glanced at me out of the corner of his eye. I stayed up later than I meant to, reading a book. Don't tell me, my old man. Don't tell my old man. I treat you to a drink later.
買収には乗らねえぞ、ジュン。
His strict stance only lasted for a second before he flashed me a wide grin.
2本だ。
Eh? I said you weren't supposed. You said you weren't taking my bribe. Fine, fine. Despite what he said, I could picture Jin-san handing the second drink to me after work. That was just the kind of person he was. You likely say I can do whatever I want with what's given to me, right?
なんだ？
It's nothing.
20分で着く。眠いなら寝てていいぞ。
Nah, I'll be fine. When we stopped at a red light at the intersection, Jin flipped on his right blinker. Jin, that's the wrong way.
何？
Your blinker. We're not headed to the right.
ああ、海沿い通りたい気分でさ。
Jin? I gave him a deliberate glare, earning a resigned smile in return.
あったよ。今日は山登りコースだ。
When the light turned green, he urged the car to the left. There was a long hill you drove there up ahead. Sorry to be a pain.
そんなんじゃねえよ。
I'm alright now, okay?
自分で言うやつは大抵大丈夫じゃないんだよ。
After a short while, Jin quietly mumbled to himself.
1年か。
Yeah. The year had passed since then. My older brother, Takaya Mizumoto, had died in a traffic accident. He was 7 years older than me, and everyone looked up to him. Yes, Takaya was my older brother, and everyone's hero. Although he could be strict at times, he was kind, dependable, and would always lend a helping hand if someone asked for it. I'm sure it would sound fake if I were to say he could make friends with anyone, but he was generally that sort of person. Takaya was in reality always at the center of any interpersonal groups, whether it was among friends with locals or otherwise. Maybe I could call him a facilitator. Takaya was truly skilled at making connections with people and bringing them together. Planets congratulated and revolved around the radiant sun in smooth, miraculous fashion. That was the sort of person Takaya had been. From where I stood, everyone had always looked so happy whatever they were with him. Takaya never ceased to amaze me, and I was generally excited to watch him when I was younger. Heroes really do exist. That's my big brother. That was the sort of impression I had of him. But I started to see things for what they really were. The differences between myself and Takaya. Although we were siblings, we couldn't be more different. I didn't have the sort of personality that attracted others. I could be kind to everyone, but I didn't have the wisdom nor the strength to help those in need. Unlike him, I wasn't a son. Nothing went smoothly with me at the center. Everyone had something they are good at. If you want to find out what that is, you need to connect with others. Or be with those who become even better people when you are with them. Takaya had once said that to me. It wasn't an especially difficult concept, but I couldn't be like Takaya.
Oi, じゃん。
Ah,
ああ、なんだ。悪かったよ。
why are you apologizing, Jim? If anything, I should apologize to him, as everything he said was the truth.
まだ1年か。
That's right. Our conversation trailed off. We made our way up the mountain without slowing down.
Hi.
こんにちは。昨日お電話いただきました。水源堂です。
はいはい、今行きます。
Yo-ho! She topped down the hall with a heap of books in hand and headed for the stairs. How many dozens more trips would we make with these today?
しかしよくまあこんなに溜め込むもんだ。前に来てから半年も経ってないのに。
You're right. Uto-san was a regular client of Suigendo. She was a bit, quite a bookworm who had crammed her apartment full with books. Over the last couple of years, she would call and arrange for us to deliver her books to a second-hand book drop-off whenever she eventually ran out of space to sleep.
ま、お客様の事情に口を出すのは仕事じゃねえな。しかしじゃあ、それ多くないか？こけんなよ。
I can handle it. As I said that I went to go down the stairs ahead of Jin's and then... Who are you? I ran into a small girl who had just about raced down the stairs. Oops. I nearly dropped a pile of books, but somehow managed to keep my balance.
言わんこっちゃない。半分持つよ。
Please do.
すみません。考え事してて。
I think that girl or person is one of the people that are on the cover. So it's apparently an important character. The girl I had bumped into bowed her head apologetically. So much shorter than Miss Sora, possibly a high schooler. No, maybe middle schooler. Nah, it's my fault. I guess I should ask, but you didn't hurt yourself, right?
いえ、大丈夫。
Eh? The girl looked at me with her mouth still slightly ajar. What? Do I have something? Is there a ghost behind me? Kind of an unusual reaction. Are you sure you're okay? The same girl who had been staring at me in a daze practically pushed me out of the way and went up the stairs without a word. She ran towards the room furthest inside, all but dove in to get away when closed the door. What the?
一目惚れじゃない？純也は年下にモテるから、愛乃ちゃんにライバル登場だな。
Yin looked incredibly amused. Wait, why bring up Aino? Aino's name there.
くれぐれも法律に触れることすんなよな。
Would you lay off and help me load this stuff up?
Hey, hey.
That appears to be everything. As always, we will be taking these books into our care.
次も頼むね。
The room was finally pristine now. Fairly pristine now. But it would likely be packed with books in less than 6 months. Sooner or later these books would fall over and she'd find herself in a real dilemma after they swallowed her up. But that wasn't for me to worry about. Alright, please excuse me. I bowed politely and hopped in the car where Jin was waiting.
Satte, 本屋でも行こうかな。
You already got rid of a bunch of books. You already wanna get more?
あずさちゃん。騒がしくてごめんなさいね。 今の人たちは水源堂だよ。何でも屋の。何でも屋ですか？便利な連中だよ。この辺では重宝されてる。八幡宮のあたりに店があるんだ。あずさちゃんも何かあったら頼むといいよ。八幡宮のあたり。いいかな。じゃあ私は本屋行くから。あ、すみません。ありがとうございました。いいよ。あずさちゃんと話せてよかった。水源とそんなことって
Eh? She gonna come to us at some point, right? This is my stop. I had him park in front of Sumisora station, and only I got out. Yin was headed to meet with vendor of a drop-off location for the second-hand books, which is where they would be appraised. I wouldn't be of much help to him if I did tag along, so I had him drop me off along the way.
ガソリン代を節約しようなんてさすが後継ぎ。一発に経営意識が芽生えてるな。
It's not like that. My old man said as much the other day. If you use vehicles for personal use, it's going to come out of your salary.
おやっさんがよく言う冗談だよ。知ってんだろ。
The truth is, Misora asked me to grab stuff for dinner.
それなら仕方ない。社長命令よりミソラちゃん命令の方が優先度は高い。
Misora was my little sister, and are apparently higher in hierarchy than my dad or whoever it is that controls the company. She was going to be a third year in high school this spring, and would soon have her hands full with entrance exams. Still, she spared no effort when it come to household chores and finding bargains. And she always had sure to text me a shopping list over the phone. Shoko. Then again, her entrance exams are coming up, and I like to lighten her workload.
いや、ミソラちゃん自身がいらない気遣いだって怒るんじゃないか。家事は自分の役目だってさ。
Yeah, you're probably right. We had no mother in our home. She got sick and passed away shortly before Misora enrolled in elementary school. My father and Takaya had raised us ever since. At some point along the way, Misora had taken over all of the housework and was promoted to our manager at Sugendo. Neither I nor our old man could defy her. Oh, so she is the boss. Eh? Alright, would you mind taking care of the rest?
あいよ。 今日は直帰する。晩も明日戻すから。
Yin waved to me from the car window and took off. Alright, let's knock out this shopping. Oh, it's her. Yes, now. No, I must be seeing things. Kanagawa Prefecture. Sumisora City. It's common knowledge that this was one of the primary tourist locations that represented the entire Kanto region. Tourists traveled far and wide year-round to check out the various shrines and temples, like the Sumisora Buddha statue, the Sumisora Hachiman shrine, as well as the Senyar Bensaitan shrine. Sorry if I butchered that name, I can't really pronounce Japanese things. Some things I can, but not this one. The autumn months were especially packed with students on the field trips. Beachgoers littered the coast over the summer, and there was often a huge turnout at Ashikajima. There was an aquarium famous for its dolphin shows. This upcoming Golden Week peak travel season for this city. Although the beach wasn't open to the public yet, droves of people came to Buddha statue, to the Buddha statue, probably Hachiman Shrine and Ashikajima, looking for a good time. There was a sharp decline in visitors last year due to a record-setting infectious outbreak, but everyone was excited to make up for lost time. Can that be... So if this is taking place in real time or right now or something, I think I know what that thing was, that outbreak was. This simultaneously meant an increase in work for Suigendo, local general store. Small-time requests such as door hangers in poor shape or cracked tile on a person's floor came in on a daily basis. Well, my old man took on the majority of those tasks. The clients would pay the shop, and when Suigendo would take its cut. Once all was said and done, I would use that money I earned to purchase ingredients for today's dinner. You could really feel the economy moving. Looking at the Sora's list, yep, got everything.
Oi, Jun-chan.
At the greengrocer's across the street, the shopping district chairman waved to me as he walked over. Hello.
ちょうどよかった。修理の話、あれいつ頃になりそう？
The sunshade, right? The parts should arrive tomorrow. The Shineman's shop had mobile style sunshades. Awnings to use with a proper name, which were old and moved properly to so Swigendo performed annual maintenance. The things themselves had been installed decades ago, and they utilized oddly shaped bolts. These had poor mobility. Once they wore out, so we swapped them out periodically. But the manufacturer had long since gone out of business, so there was nowhere to procure them from. My father had asked a favor of a factory he was familiar with and had them manufacture the bolts on a made-to-order basis. These were the sort of jobs a general shop undertook when they had long-held roots in the local area. I can handle the installation myself, and we should be able to make it in time for the weekend, even if the company president is away.
助かるよ。ところで、あの子は友達かい？
Eh? I looked to where the sane man pointed. Bastard.
あれ？いなくなっちまった。小さな女の子がジュン君をじっと見つめてたように見えたんだが。
I'm a friend of SMOTSS. She does come to the office once in a while.
いや、そんな感じでもなかったけどな。まあいいや。じゃあ、頼んだよ。
Yes, sir. I will let the company president know. Once the shy man went back into the shop, I turned back around one more time. Komashidori was the same as ever, and there was no way a girl would be leaning at me. Alluring. Oh well. Once you left Komashidori and walked along the path that crossed in front of Sumisora Hachiman Shrine, you would find the Sugendo office. The office only occupied a small corner of what was essentially my residence. I lived together with my sister Misora and father Washio. My father was the one who founded the Suigendo. Although the company primarily focused on manual labor, it was a valued business in the local area. My father and Jean were the only two full-time employees, while Misora and I helped out part-time. The office remained locked while my father and Jean were out on a job, which left Misora to tend to the shop once she got home from school. Just as I was about to unlock the door, I happened to sense someone watching me from behind. It's that girl again. I kept my hand on the handle and turned back to look. There was street traffic, but nobody looking at me. Just my imagination. This may have just been a lingering, bizarre midday dream I had. I'm back. I did the shopping.
おかえりなさい、ジュニアさん。
Eh? I didn't know I had two sisters. Chihaya and Hinata, who I had split up with at the university, were seated on the sofa used for business negotiations and drinking Balray tea. I suppose it wasn't out of the norm to see my childhood friends act like this place was their home, away from home. You're here? I would have come straight back if you'd texted me.
お仕事の邪魔しちゃ悪いでしょ。私たちも今来たところだから。
Both Chihaya and Hinata had come over often to play until middle school. Visits were scarce. Once we enrolled in an all-girls high school, but it wasn't unusual for them to stop by the office to chat every now and again. For what matter, Suigendo considered the Hojo and Ise families valuable clients. After setting aside the shopping tote filled with food on the desk, I took a peek inside and found no trace of my sister. Where's Misora? She usually keeps an eye on the shop.
私たちが来たら、愛乃ちゃんと飛び出していきましたよ。
Those girls.
オニピが帰ってくるまで店番よろしくって。愛乃ちゃんは留守番しなくていいのかなって言ってたけどね。
Shouldn't that normally be the other way around? Well, Aino didn't seem like the type who would neglect her duties to watch over the house. Aino was Misora's best friend. Was Misora's classmate who she known since middle school, and it seemed like they were quite close. Aino came over to hang out at our place basically every day. Unfortunately, Misora used Dino as an excuse to skip out on watching the shop all the time. I have to confront her about it later. Well, it's fine if she's gone since I'll be here for the rest of the night.
優しいお兄さんね。
This kind of thing is normal. Normal.
私も妹が欲しかったな。そんな風に普通だよ普通とか言ってみたい。
That again.
千早様、お話の続きを。あ、そうね。
Hinata got where seemingly derailed the conversation back on track. It was a common sight for us. When Shahaya and I were alone, he would often get sidetracked and chat about nothing particularly important.
純也、さっきの話の続き、今してもいい？
Is that why you're here? Sure. I don't mind. You mentioned something about a favor before. Eh? I sat down beside Hinata and faced Chihaya. This favor isn't a request for Suigendo, I assume.
そうなるのかもしれないけど、まだその手前の話かな。
He set the cup of badly tea aside and faced me head on and gave me a probing look.
おじいさまの家、覚えてる？小さい頃、3人で遊んだことがあるんだけど。
The old Hojo Manor, the one in Matoi.
それ、覚えててくれたのね。
Shaya's face lit up at my quick response and seemed rather delighted, in fact. Which meant... Did you think I forgot?
だってずいぶん昔のことでしょ。忘れていてもおかしくないってひなたが。
When she brought the subject up, Hinata flitted a look at my way. Eh? Flitted? What's that?
純也さんですから。
What's that supposed to mean?
いえ、別に。
It clearly seemed like she had something in mind.
私はきっと覚えてくれてるって信じてたわよ。
We made a lot of great memories there. We got to play in a huge house and Grandma and Grandpa were always kind to us. Grandpa and Grandma Shiaya's grandparents had lived in the old Hojo estate. The three of us had played there a lot in elementary school. It was a huge house with a ton of rooms, and we spent most of our time playing hide and seek. Visits eventually became scarce, and I stopped seeing her grandparents.
そっか。
Shaya's lips curled into a smile. She must have been reminiscing of those times too. However, her expression quickly grew serious.
去年おじいさまが亡くなった後、住宅の管理をどうするかなかなか決まっていなかったの。
Yes, we had already passed on. Grandma a few years back and Grandpa last year. As such, the estate was unoccupied. I had no idea its ownership was still up in the air, though. But since you say you had difficulty deciding,
お父様にお願いして私がリノベーションさせてもらうことにしたの。
Renovation? You're redoing the place?
違うわ。リフォームは老朽化した家を元に戻すことだから。
Is that not what this is?
元に戻すんじゃなくて大掛かりに作り変えたいのよ。
Restructuring, meaning she made it so sound so simple, but was it really okay for her to take that decision? Sorry, you were basically telling me that the house is yours now.
そうじゃないの。
I didn't expect that sort of answer as she shook her head.
私ね、あの家でお店を開きたいの。
A shop?
そう、人が集まるようなね。そのお手伝いを純也にお願いしたいの。
I had no idea that she was going with this. I mean, I understood that she wanted to turn the house into a shop of some sort, but why was she suggesting something like this? Hinata, did you know about this?
千早様のご希望に私が口を挟むことはありません。
That wasn't what I asked, but okay. You look pretty unhappy about this, all things considered. I knew what this was. She was trying to get Shihaya to come to me for advice, to put a stop to Shihaya's whims. This had happened multiple times in the past. Surely Shihaya had a reason, but this was too much. She wanted to open a shop. Shihaya wasn't a little kid dreaming of the future. Besides, it's not like she had the time to manage a business. Shihaya, I'm sure you know.
何を？
that you're going to get married once you graduate university. Shihaya was a lady of the Hojo family. Her position came with responsibilities far departed from those of us commoners. One of those being marriage. When I pointed that out to her, Shahaya's poker face remained intact.
もちろん。
Well then... The office door opened, making just enough noise to drown out my voice. Eh? You again? It was the girl I ran into at the apartment building. Perhaps my mom really hadn't been playing tricks on me. A few times I spotted her on my way home. The girl stood in the open door and proceeded to stare at us with wide eyes. Shahaya remained silent, appearing perplexed by the girl's strange behavior, and Hinata eyed her questioningly. Her being here would suggest that she was a customer of Suigendo's. Welcome, may I help you with something? First things first, I got up from the sofa and gave her the conventional greeting.
高谷じゃない。
Oh, that's what it was. My brother and I had a similar physique, especially from behind. It was a mistake people often made. Everyone around here knew my brother and it appeared this girl did as well. She was clearly in a daze when I approached her and leaned down enough to meet her gaze. You knew Takaya? I'm sorry, but my brother's no longer with us. He was in a traffic accident last year.
知ってる。
I see. If possible, she caught a glimpse of me from behind and believed Takaya was alive, which was how she ended up following me here.
ジュンヤ、お茶でも飲んでいただいたら？高谷さんのお知り合いなんでしょ？
Shahaya came up beside me at some point and apparently gave that suggestion. That's a good idea. If you wouldn't mind, why don't you tell me how you knew my brother? Eh? What?
なんでそんな風に笑えるの？
Eh?
お前の
The girl looked up at me, her eyes flaring with rage.
お前のせいだ。
Who are you?
お前のせいで。お前のせいで高谷は死んだんだ。お前が殺したんだ。
数年数秒先でも
し苦労して曖昧になる時は不完全の情報を生み悲しみも喜びも光と影のラプラス何光年もの距離を超えつながる万年の星空の眩しさが綺麗だって伝えるわずかなる感情その瞬間に何かが動き始める
I think this will be a good place to end this video at, actually. And the time for my recording is almost up as well. So I hope you liked this video, and if you did, so leave a like to it as usual. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye!